Hello, and welcome to How Not to Build It! I'm David Pogue, your host. You know, we've had a lot of fun here on How Not to Build It. In previous episodes, we've talked about how not to build a laptop and how not to do a cell phone. But this week, I've got something really special. How not to build a set-top box. This is the Vulkano box. What it's supposed to do is really amazing. First, it's like a TiVo. You look at an on-screen TV guide, and you pick the programs you want to record. When the time comes, the Vulkano box automatically records your shows either on a memory card or on the more expensive model on a hard drive. Well, here's where the Vulkano box is different from a TiVo. There's an app for that. You can do that same programming of shows to record on an iPhone or an iPad or an Android phone or a BlackBerry or even a Mac or PC. But the really cool thing is you can also watch your recordings on any gadget. So there's an app that lets you watch them on your iPhone. There's an app for the Android phones. There's an app for the BlackBerries. And the quality is really very good. Or your Mac, or your PC, or your iPad, anywhere in the world over the internet. But the name of this show isn't how to come up with a product idea that seems great. It's how not to build it. In this case, the first thing you want to do is design the box so that it's sized and shaped so that it doesn't sit flush with your other gear. Next, design the box so that it won't even work until you first do some network surgery. Basically, it's very simple. What you want to do is edit your router settings to turn on port forwarding so that all TCP/IP traffic on ports 49177 and 56123 are redirected to the IP address of your box. And if you have no idea what I just said, then the Vulkano box designers have succeeded in knowing how not to build it! Going on, make sure that when the box at home is recording a show and you're on your phone or your computer elsewhere, you can't watch your TV at home. You're locked out of your own set. And just to complicate matters, design it so when you're setting up a program to record, you have to specify in advance what gadget you're going to be using to watch it on later. And if you pick the wrong one, then later you might not be able to watch it at all. And be sure to design it without any option to record the same show automatically every week. And finally, admit that your product has unfinished features, glitches, and no user instructions at all. Promise that you'll be coming up with these fixes in the coming weeks, but in the meantime, sell the box anyway. Why not? Let your customers be your beta testers. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Be sure to tune in next week on How Not to Build It, when we look at a ladder with no rungs, a sports car with one-wheel drive, and a new line of burlap underwear. Good night, everybody.